Hey everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and today I am going to bring you something different. I have these bezels that I received in Happy Mail, and I showed them to you in my Happy Mail video that I did a while back when I got them. And I was going through some of my stuff today, and I thought, you know what? I had an idea, and I thought I would go ahead and run with it. So with my idea, we'll be using a couple of these bezels and doing something that I think is going to be very pretty. Now, I haven't made one in advance, so usually I try to do that, but today I just decided I wanted to do it. Don't have a lot of time, so I'm just going to get right into it, you guys. I am going to read an inspirational quote. And I think what I've decided, well, I'm just going to go ahead and read it right now. Okay, so, whoopsie, it just went off my screen. Doggone it. Let me grab it up again here. I hate when you go into... Okay, let's go ahead and go with this one. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. And kindness in giving creates love. That's by Lao Tzu. And it comes from fillingthejars.com. That's a really, really great quote. And you guys know me. I'm a big advocate of kindness. No matter where you are, no matter who you're talking to, no matter what. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my video, and I'm going to keep my talking during my video, and so we'll see how this goes. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started right away. We're going to be using some resin to do this, and I put these out here. Two very most important things besides God is my family and my friends. So I wanted to put those out just as a reminder to everyone. What's the most important thing to me? And I think you guys all know that by now. If you've been watching me for a long time, you know what's important to me. And everything else is a bonus. So that being said, we are going to get moving on this, and we're going to put our gloves on first. I watch a guy named Nick Zametti, and he's a resin and woodworker. He uses a lathe in all of his videos, most of his videos. Anyway, he's so cute. He's in the UK. So cute, and says some of the funniest things, and he does some little funny pin-ups on his videos and stuff. And that's one of the things he does when he puts his gloves on. He's got this thing that goes and it's just cute. But he's got a real, like a professional one, so just playing around, you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead. I've got some rhinestones here. I've got some other little bits and pieces that my friend Robin sent me. And I've got my bezels and some dangle charms and everything else. So we're going to do something real pretty. What I am going to tell you guys, though, we are going to make this video for our... You know what? I don't even think I've done my 9,000 subscriber video yet. Did I do it or didn't I do it, you guys? At this point, I'm so far behind, I don't even remember. Let's see. Content. Let's see. This is only going to take a second, you guys. Yeah, the last one I did was 8,000. So, for our 9,000 subscriber winner, that person is going to win this beautiful domino charm. And this is one that I made a little while back. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I did not have this in my store. I've had this sitting here, and not because I didn't want to, but because I forgot to list it. It's been sitting in my store items, my store box, for quite some time, and I kept trying to figure out, goodness, why hasn't this thing sold yet? Well, all of the other ones had sold, and this was one of the prettiest ones, I thought. And I realized it wasn't even in my listings in my store. So let me zoom in on this. So this is going to be our 9,000 subscriber giveaway. This video right here, I need you guys to make comments. I need a thumbs up from you. And make a comment on this video as to what you think of these beautiful bezels that I'm going to work on. We're going to be working with resin today again. So, but this is just gorgeous, you guys. And so whoever gets drawn in this video is going to win this item. Each person will be given one opportunity to win. So don't make, duplicate comments because it won't help your chances. The system that I use does not use duplicate comments. So they will only pick one of your comments to put into the drawing. So just so that you guys know that. And look at how gorgeous this is, you guys. This is, let me put it a little bit closer so you can see the actual domino. It's very Victorian. And I put some of my paper roses on here. It's kind of made as a purse charm. You can hook this onto your purse. And then look at this gorgeous dangle that is on here. It's got all kinds of pretty bits and pieces. It's got this little crystal bead, a little love key there, this gorgeous cameo, and then a pearl drop and a heart. And this is actually, this dangle is not one that I made up myself. This is one that I purchased a long time ago at Michael's. And Michael's sells some of the most beautiful dangles. I don't know if they still have them or not. I have not been in Michael's in quite a long time, you guys. It's been quite a while since I've gone into a Michael's. I love Michael's. I just haven't been down there. The last time I went was when my friend Sherry sent me a gift card. And I went and I bought some stuff. She sent me a gift card actually last Christmas. So that was the last time I went into Michael's, and I am planning on getting back down there after the holidays. I'm hoping maybe I could get some deals on some stuff at Michael's and pick up a few little goodies for my projects. So anyway, this is going to be the giveaway for the 9,000 subscriber. And so you guys, whoever wins this is going to be really lucky, and I think you're really going to love it. I love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's very, very simple, but very Victorian, and it's just gorgeous, you guys. So this is our prize. So I hope you will all do your due diligence and make a comment on this video. Give this video a thumbs up. I need those thumbs up, number one, so that YouTube will put me in front of more people, but I also need to know that you guys are enjoying my videos and enjoying my giveaways and all of that good stuff. I would think that that anybody would want to win this. You could give it as a gift to somebody or give it as a gift to yourself, and it's going to come in this little organza bag. So yeah, so get in there, make a comment, give me a thumbs up, please. I would greatly appreciate it, you guys. So that'll take care of that giveaway. And then the Etsy shop giveaway video will be the next one that I'm going to do. So just so that you guys know. But let's go ahead and I'll show you real quickly what I'm going to do here. Okay, sorry you guys, I shut you off for just a moment. Jeff came in. He had his first acupuncture visit today, so I wanted to see how that went. So anyway, okay, so let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do here, I want to work on this one and this one, and I think there's one that I already, yeah, this one. I already put a dangle charm on this one. So for now, those are the ones that I'm hoping to get to in this video. So I'm going to put that aside. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take some wide tape, packing tape, and I'm just going to cut a piece off, try and keep it straight, and I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to put this piece of tape right on the back side of this bezel and make sure that it sticks down really well all the way around and that it's nice and flat. And I think it's not going to be a huge big deal if it's not perfectly flat on the bottom, because that is the back side, and the top side is going to be just fine. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that with all three, well, two of these. The third one doesn't need it because it's got a back. So let's lay this on the table. Maybe that'll work a little easier, because then all I have to do is lay that on top of it and press. And I'm going to make sure I press it as close to the inner edge as I can press, so that I am leaving no holes for that resin to escape out of. So the first thing, let's put our dangles and things off to the side here and put my tape out of the way before I end up messing it up. Okay, so I think I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer just for now, and hopefully I'll remember to back you off in just a minute when I get this part done. So this is an empty, it's not empty. I did some resin in this the other day, and you can see it's white on the bottom, but I have cured that resin, and so it's dry. So that's not going to get into what I'm doing now. So what I'm going to do is I'm using my hard glue UV resin. And yes, I am using pigment in this, and I've been testing and testing and testing because I'm trying to figure out how I can use some of my bigger molds to do some other projects that I've been wanting to do. One being a compact mirror for my dear friend Carol, and I've been trying to get that worked out so that I can do that for her for quite some time. It's just been, so far I haven't had a lot of luck because I've had to use too much of the pigmented resin, and it's not curing in the light because the molds that I have that I'm trying to do that on are very thick. And if you've got a mold that's way too thick, then it's not going to cure. And even with this, I have to put the lamp on the front and the back side to get both sides to cure. So that's what we're going to do with these. We're going to do white on the back side because white helps. I want to get these sitting kind of straight up. I have a bow in my table, so if I get these all kind of in the center maybe, I can make it so that these are not unlevel. So let's go ahead. We're going to put a couple of drops in this one. Don't need a lot because we just want it to sort of cover the bottom. And that's all we're trying to do with this first layer. So I'm going to take this, and I'm off camera, so we're going to pull it back. I was afraid that would happen. So you guys can see this now. Okay. So I'm just going to use my little Q-tip stick here, and I'm just going to sort of push this to the edge. And I don't think I got quite enough in there. A little bit more might be good, because I do want it to be thick enough that it actually is a decent coverage layer that goes in here and covers it up. So, and the thing is, I still want to be able to put a clear layer over the top of this. So that's why I'm not wanting to put too much of the white in here, because then I'm not going to have much space for the clear layer. Although the clear, what it's going to do is it's going to create almost like a dome over the top of this. So there's one. Now we will do this one. I'm going to push this first one sort of back and out of the way so that I don't touch it and mess it up. Now we're going to do this one. I'm just going to pour a decent amount in there. This one's a little bit bigger and deeper, so I'm going to do just like that, and I'm going to cover the inside circle. I'm not going to go up to these edges here. I will do that with the clear when I put the clear in, but not with the white. The one thing I do want to do is I see one spot in here where it sort of came up to the side, and I want to get that off of there. So just like that, just a simple little swipe over, and let's see, I've got a towel off to the side, and I'm going to do another little swipe. And I may have to do this a couple of times until I get it enough away from there that it's not going to go back to where it remembers it was. So that's pretty good right there. Okay, now we're going to do the biggest one here. Pull this one back. And this table is so lopsided, you guys. It's just incredible. It's awful. I can't do anything with resin that's really actually level because the bow is huge. So I apologize. I've been able to make it work for me, and if I can find that magic spot in the center where it doesn't fall too much to one side, it will work out okay. So I'm just kind of, I think what I'm going to do is I've got some stuff over to the side here. I'm going to put this under this side because I can see which way it's sort of leaning. And that straightened that one out. And this one, let's see if I can find, I'm just going to use anything I can find here to put underneath this. I'll put that right there. And that appears to be pretty straight. And then this one actually is doing pretty good. It's got a whole lot less resin in it. So now I'm going to take my torch here. Hopefully I can get it to fire up. There we go. And I'm just going to torch the bubbles out of these. Not much, just a little quick run over the top, just like that. And then I'm going to take my lamp and we're going to put this, see, that thinned out that resin just enough that it went over the side. So we're going to fix that. Whoops. Okay, let me go get a paper towel real quick. Okay, so what I ended up doing on this one is I just went ahead and I allowed that resin to go to the edges because it was going to take me forever to get it all cleaned out and fixed so that I could redo it, and it actually is going to be fine. After I thought about it, I thought, you know what, that one might actually be good to let it have a bigger space to do what I want to do with it. So now we are going to take our lamp and we are going to turn it on for 120 seconds, 2 minutes, or no, let's see, yeah, 2 minutes, yeah, something like that. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna let that go on the first side, and then I'm going to flip my lamp over and put it off to the side here, and we're gonna do the back side of the two that have open bottoms. Now the one that doesn't have an open bottom, I've done super, super thin, so that one shouldn't have a problem curing enough that I won't have to worry about anything oozing out of it or not being done. So it should be fine. It's very, very, very thin layer. And the other reason I was able to do it so thin is because it's got a silver background, and the white covers that silver a lot easier than it does this, you know, this bronzy color. So that's a little bit harder to cover if it had a bottom to it. I have one here that has the bronze bottom to it. This one's actually a really pretty one too. Maybe I should try this one. But I don't have any more white made up, so we'll just go ahead and leave that one out for now. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing well and getting ready for the holidays, and maybe making some crafted gifts for friends and family. When you guys make your comments on this one, let me know what you guys are making for people, and maybe try and give me some ideas on things that you'd like to see me make between now and Christmas. And maybe I can do some videos. And just if you're gonna do that, just make it like sort of simple things, not things that are gonna take long periods of time, but some, you know, fairly simple projects. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip this upside down. I'm going to turn my lamp back on, right, like that. And I'm going to take these two, if I can get a hold of them, and I'm going to put that just like that to get the bottom cured, and that light is coming through the bottom now. So hopefully that will be enough to finish this. I'm going to pop this over to the side here, and I will be right back. Okay, so we got these out of the light, and this one, as you can see, is nicely cured. Did just fine. And let's take the tape off of the backs of these and hope that it is cured on the back side. You can see it did leak through here a little bit. So I don't know how that's gonna do as far as getting that out of there. That's a bummer. But that's okay. I will get it out of there, so it's not that big a deal. I'm just going to sort of take my nippers and try and get up under that resin there, like that. You see, it's coming out. It just takes a minute to get through it all. A little bit over on this side, but you can barely see it. But I want to get this one cleaned up because this is one of the ones that I wanted to do the most. So, let's see. I scared myself for a second. For a minute I thought maybe the back, the part that I did as the back was the front, was supposed to be the front, but it's not. It just looks nice on the back too. And I've almost got all of it out of there. I can take the point of this and probably, yeah, this works the best. Just kind of, there we go. Look at that, you guys. That worked out really, really good. One thing that I might end up doing is I might actually put a layer of clear resin on the back side of this and make sure, that way I can make sure everything's going to stay in place and nothing's going to pop through, or, I mean, it shouldn't because it's completely covered on the front side, but I think as an additional precaution, I might just go ahead and do that. And then here's the other one. There's a tiny little bit that came through on this one, but barely anything at the top section there. So I'm going to quickly get that off. There we go. And there's a little dot right there. Now, you can see here, I can see it came through a little bit, liquidy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back under the light because it is actually kind of oozing out the edges here. And we can't let that keep happening. So I'm going to pop it back under the light for just a minute and get it to cure up again. And I did pop this under my UV light so that I can use this container again to mix more resin, because I'd like to do, I have one that I would like to do in a colored resin on the back. Maybe we'll do one of these. Colored resin on the back, and then use some of my more white flowers. I've got some white stickers, flower stickers here that are really pretty, and I'd like to use at least one of those to make one of these. And you know, who knows, that one might turn out to be the best one. So I've got the other two popped under there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to work on this one here. So just determining what flowers we want to use first. I don't think I'm going to use those. I did have it kind of figured out. I think I'm going to go with one of these sort of down on the edge. Now I'm going to take my gloves off because I can't work with these stickers with gloves on. That just does not work out well. So I'm going to take, I think this one right here. I think I'm supposed to have some more of these stickers coming in, but I can't remember if I ordered more or not. I'm hoping I did. I honest to goodness cannot remember, but I definitely need lots more of these stickers. Look at that. Just that one thing on there. Look at that. That looks gorgeous. In fact, I think I've got my light set sort of wrong. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? And then I want to take one of these stickers, and I have some of these that say love on them, and I think I want to use one of those. I think, let's see, how do I want to do this? Let me pop this up so I can see what I'm doing. I just need to have a look and see how I want. This one says flower, but I like the way this sticker is, but I really wanted a love sticker in there. Or do I just want to take, where did I put these? Do I want to take and just add another smaller bunch of these flowers because they match. Just kind of coming off the side there. Oh, I know. I just thought of something. Oh, please be here. I had them yesterday. Let's see. I know they're here. Okay, Baggy, where are you? Oh my goodness, here's a couple of them. There we go, you guys. Look what I remembered. I'm so excited. Okay. So I've got my little love charms here. So we're going to take and nip off the loop here. Sorry, you guys, I don't want to hit my camera with this little bit that I'm cutting off here. Okay, so I've cut off the little loop. I'm going to add this smaller bunch of flowers here. And which direction do I want those to go in? That direction. Right there. Just to kind of add to the flowers. And then we're going to take our little love charm and we're going to pop that right in there. Do we want it to go over the flowers? No, we do not. I'm just going to kind of put it sideways in there like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to take our clear resin. And this again, this is the resin that I get from Temu. Works really, really well. It's inexpensive. And it's I think just as nice as the Let's resin and the J Diction that I get on Amazon. And those are both also inexpensive resins. So either way you go, they all work wonderfully for me. I've had so much luck working with all of these resins. I've only purchased one resin that I did not like, and I don't want you guys to buy it because it is terrible. Full of bubbles, super duper thick. Doesn't want to work with you, and I don't want you guys to get it because it's terrible. And I will let you guys know what resin that is. I'm going to pop my lamp right over here. I'm going to bring it to my piece and put it on for 90 seconds. Okay, so now we've got it right there. And I'm going to put one more. You can see the love is a little bit indented, so we're going to put one more layer of clear resin. Over the top, we're going to dome it. And no, we're not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to dome it right over the top. So we don't need to put a lot here. We just want enough that it's going to go to the edges, and I'm going to guide it with my swab stick here to those edges without letting it run over. Whoopsie, sorry you guys. We're not going to let it run over, and the reason I've got to change my camera again, move it down to the other side of my table, because down here I've got more of a slope on my table. I will fix this before we do the next shot. And then I want to pop this little toothpick right under that one right there and finish moving this resin off to the edges without letting it roll over. Okay, I think I got it. Get that out of the resin. Okay, and I'm going to pop this lamp right back over the top of it again. 90 seconds. Okay, you guys, there we go. We've got that one ready to go, and it's completely covering the love. You can see there, nice and shiny, just like glass. And look at that, you guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. So there's our first one done. And we're going to fix the camera again. Oh, it loosened up. That's what happened. So sorry, you guys. This camera, it's been with me for a little while, so. Okay. Put this one right here. And now we're going to grab our other two. And there we go. We've got those two. And actually I can pull these right there and have that one right there. Okay. All right, so next, let's see what we want to do with these two. And I think what I'm going to do real quick is we're going to mix up a little bit more resin, and we're going to put some in the bottom of another bezel. And there's our clear. We're going to use a tiny, tiny drop of white. And I think I'm just going to, just like that, this little drop. And we'll see how that does for the white. And then I'm going to get another color and put a teeny tiny droplet of that in there for our background. And let's see, what color do we want? We're going to try some translucent violet. And this is by Alumilite. These are Alumilite dyes. And I just want ever so slight an amount. I'm going to do this over the trash can, you guys, to get just a drop out of here. Oh, I don't think I've... Yeah, I haven't opened these yet, so hold on a minute. Oh, it's open. You know what? I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to take a little toothpick here, and I just want a tiny, like tiny drop of that in there. I mean, these dyes really go a long way, you guys, and I'm just using the tiniest amount of resin here. Look at that, how dark that is. That is not how dark I wanted that to be. Not even close. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab another little cup, and we are going to just going to use this little lid here. We're going to do this again in here, just putting a little bit Oops, you guys can't see that. I'm using this little lid here, putting a little bit of clear, getting rid of that toothpick there. And we're going to put a drop of white, not a big drop, just a little tiny drop of white. Get that stirred in. I know it's hard for you guys to see this white with this white background, but the white is, it's white. And then I'm only going to take a tiny drop of this violet, like that. I'm going to tap it in there and see what that does. And I will just gradually add some of this violet until I get the desired result. And that way I won't get it too dark. And remember, this violet has already been diluted with white and the clear before. So we're just using tiny dots of the diluted violet. I want a little bit more. I do want it a little bit darker because I'm going to use some white flowers. Actually, I probably could have gone with this now that I think about it, since I'm using white flowers. Duh, Carol. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. So now we're going to add a bit more to make sure that we have it purple enough. I really don't want it as dark as that other one is, though. That's just a wee bit too dark. Okay, that's good. Let me see what my white flowers kind of look like over the top of this. Let's pull. There's some white ones. And those are going to show up pretty nicely. I have to decide which ones I want to use. Not those. Those don't work. Got these other pretty ones here that I really like. What did I do with them? Oh, these right here are really cute. They have like a little black line and then some teeny tiny flowers off to the side. They're really cute, but I don't know. I don't think those are going to go well with this. So we're just going to use our white flowers. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want this to get much more dark. So I think we're gonna go with this. And then we're going to take, which one do we want to do? I think we're going to use this one. Yep. And let's just pour a little bit of that in there. Just trying to get a hold of this so I can kind of hold it straight. And that way I can put this one under the lamp and let it cure. This is super thin layer. Super, super thin layer. And I'm going to let this go under the lamp and do its thing. Just like that. There we go. And we'll just get that started curing. Okay, now to move on to these. So let's see. What did we do in this one? We did that in this one. This is really pretty, but look at, I only have 4 of those left, and they're the smaller ones. That's kind of a bummer. And then I have these. Oh no, we're gonna use these. That's right. Let's pull these out. I have 2 different styles here. These are both in the purple families, but I think what I may do is I may combine some of the lighter purple with the darker purple flowers. I'm not sure, but we shall see. In fact, I'm going to go with this one, and let's see. I just have to decide which flowers I want to use first. I think what I will do, these are awfully pretty too, but they're just quite a bit smaller. I almost wish these were just a little bit bigger like these. But that's okay. We're just going to go for it because we want to try this and we want to see what we're going to get. Oops. Okay, almost pulled that apart there. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it right there, just like that. And I think I want to put this one sort of over the top, that one, and have it come up like that. There we go. That looks really, really pretty, you guys. It looks very elegant. So then I've got a little teeny tiny one here. I'm going to have that come out of the center right there. Just like that. Now I feel like I need another one. Oh goodness. I do. Okay, so let's take another small one. I think this one here is going in, the leaves are kind of going in both directions, and I think that will suit this well right here. Yes, just like that. There we go. Look how pretty that is, you guys. Yay. And then, again, we're going to call these our love pendants. How's that sound? The love pendants. And again, I'm just cutting the loop off of this at the top. And, oops, I still see a little section that's sticking out there. I'm going to just grab really quick a little piece of sandpaper. Just a teeny tiny piece here, and I'm just gonna go along where that loop was and sand it so that it's not sticking out at all. Just like that. I'm just kind of taking and going over those little edges of that loop. And I can still see it a little bit. I have a different sander here. This might work better, because this one has a hard backing to it. So I think I can get a better control over it. There we go. Got it. Oh, still one little piece right there that doesn't want to go away. Okay. And that's going to go right there. Just like that. Okay, so now we're going to take our clear, and just like the other one, we're going to put it all the way up over the brown section that's on the inside of this. Let me put this over here. And we're going to let it come up to those edges. And then again, I'm going to take one of my swab sticks and make sure it is touching all of the edges here and very cleanly. We want to make sure we have a clean edge here. And this is not the last coat of resin that we're going to put in here. We're going to have to put one more coat, just like we did the other one, to cover that love charm that we have in there. Okay, and now I'm going to pop this under my lamp, and then we'll take it out and we'll do one more layer. And we'll be all set. I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got this one all done. I did put the last layer of resin over the top of it. You can see right there. It looks really, really pretty. Came out gorgeous. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this little bail to the bottom of this, because there's no hole in this one at the bottom where I can put or hang something. There's a hole right there in this, but it's off to the side, and it would have to be in dead center, and it is not. So what I do have on the back of here still is some tape. I didn't realize there was still tape on that one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this over, get the tape out of there, and I'm going to put this bail on the back and I'm going to set it in place right there. And the way that I'm going to do that first is I'm going to take a dot of hot glue here, and then I'm just going to set it right there. Make sure I've got it in the center where I want it. And then I'm going to take some of my resin here, and I'm just going to resin around this bail a little bit here on both sides, and I'm going to pop it under my lamp real fast. Okay, so that's that. Now this one, I am going to use one of my rub-on transfers. This has got some purple flowers in it, And I thought this might be something pretty to try as well. So let's give a rub-on transfer a try. And this one has a little bit bigger flowers on it. I decided to kind of try and go looking for something bigger. Actually, I was going to put this in first. So let me do this. I'm going to put that right on there real quick. I'm going to do this one first because I want this one underneath that one. And these do not always come apart real easy. You just take off the back and you can see it's clear. I still had tape stuck on my finger. And I want this to kind of come out right about there. And I'm just going to press it down. I'm holding on to the edge of this because I don't want it to be difficult to get this off. And I'm just going to go like that, and you can see, there we go. And now we're going to put on the bigger flower over the top of that. And again, I'm going to hold on to this edge right here. Decide how I want it. I'm going to put it right like that. Press it down. And pull off the backing. And there we go. So there's another one, and that is with rub-on transfers. So that is also very, very pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so on this one, I do have a dangle that I want to put on this, and it's going to hang from two locations, right here and right here. So we're going to get out our jump rings here, and these are sort of in a bronze, so they will match. I don't always have ones that exactly match whatever I'm working on, and I usually do not worry about that either, because sometimes I like to use more than one metal in my pieces, so I just go with it. So this is that side, so we're going to pop that in there, and I suppose I should put in my clear. I'm getting ahead of myself here. It's okay. I'm going to go ahead and finish putting this on since I started. I'm going to still have to do the top of this. I just got so excited about the dangle, telling you guys about it. I started doing it. I love this dangle, and I've been wanting to use it on something for a long, long time. And I know it's not purple, but that's okay because I do like purple with greens and turquoises. So I am totally okay with this. So let me get this situated here and get it through there. And this is going to be a little bit tricky, but not too bad. Close that baby up. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? I love that dangle, and it just goes so cool with this. And it is like a brushed nickel color, the dangle itself, but it looks good with the brushed bronze, so I like it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another one of my little love dangles here, or charms I should say, and we're going to use that again. This is my love collection, right? So we're going to stay in theme. And we're going to put this one right there. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and kind of move some of these things away here. And we'll fill this up with resin. And we're going to just bring our lamp right over here to get this part cured. And let's get our little swab here. Just taking it right to that edge, that bronze edge there. And fairly quickly, I want to get my lamp over here and get that curing. So that it doesn't fall over the edges. So let's get it under there. We're going to put it on 120 seconds and get that going. And I will be right back. Okay, so now we've got this one cured over the top. It looks beautiful. We got the love covered up. So that one's good and ready. We're not done yet. And we've got this one. And we've got this one. And I really, really want to really quickly do this one so that we can finish it up. And I've got some very pretty stickers here, these white ones that I've been dying to try on a darker background. So we're just going to go for it here and put one there. Look how pretty that is. And then I'm going to take to the top of the other side sort of a mirror look, and we're going to go, let's see, how do we want that, right there. There we go. And I do need, I hope I have another one in here. Yes, I do. And I just shook it off of there. Okay, let's get our charm ready. Oh no. Where did it go? Oh boy. Hold on, you guys. I dropped my charm. Okay, I got my charm. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this one onto this guy. So let's go ahead and get our resin over the top of that. And hopefully it's going to cover up this love charm okay. Oh, I got too much on there. Oh, it's going right over the edge. So we're just going to go like that and kind of push that over. There we go. Not too bad. I just got a little bit too happy with the resin there. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead very quickly and cure this one. Okay, so I did get this one resined over the top and got it cured. And you can see very lightly, you can see those white flowers down at the bottom. It actually looks really pretty. If I can get it to focus here. See, you can see those white flowers underneath there. It looks a lot darker in person. Let me see if I change my lighting a little bit. There we go. That's just a little bit different lighting. I've got a lamp that changes the lighting and you can actually kind of see it a little bit better now. And that's with more warm lighting. But anyway, that's all we're going to do with this one right now. I just kind of more wanted to see what that was going to do, because I do want to put a dangle on this, but it doesn't have a hole or anything to hook anything into. And so that would mean finding another bail and all that good stuff. And we're not going to do that today, because I still have a couple of things that I want to do with these two in particular. I've got my rhinestones out here. And I've got some of my great little flowers that I got in Happy Mail. And so I thought maybe I would, I don't know if I'm going to do this, just the rhinestones on both of them, or maybe rhinestones on one and flowers on the other. I haven't decided. So let's figure this out. I'm trying to sort of separate my rhinestones so that I've got, let me see, my light is bothering my eyes. Okay, so let's see. I've got bigger ones, littler ones, and I want to kind of separate them out and see how many of the big ones I've got, and if I need to just go with, oh, I just realized I got resin in that little spot too. Let's see if we can get that out of there real quick. I had to take it out on the bigger one. I didn't realize it did that on this one too. That's a bummer. Just trying to get up under it and scrape it out of there as best I can, so that it's got a space that I can go ahead and put the rhinestone in, because that's where the rhinestones go. And I know I can do it. I can get it cleaned out. It just sometimes takes a little bit of work, and I don't want to ruin it in the process. So I'm going to be somewhat careful here. There we go. Got it. Yay! I didn't get that one out like that, but that's okay. I got it out enough. Okay, so this one's ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, I think, the bigger rhinestones, and we're going to put them in these little corner sections. Those are actually really big. Maybe I need to go a little bit smaller with the rhinestones here. I'm turning my lamp away. It's blinding me. I love that lamp so much, but if I look at it the wrong way, it does tend to want to blind me a little bit. It makes it hard for me to see after I've flashed it in my face for too long. That's a smaller one. That's a bigger one. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this size first for these corner pieces, and then we're going to go smaller from there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take and put some of my resin in this cup, just a tiny bit. And that way I can just kind of dot it in there in these little 4 spots here. So we'll get those 4 in there first. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I do have to kind of shuffle it around a little bit, so let's get our toothpick here, just because this has a good point on it. And we'll just get those in there straight. Okay, and then I'm going to take, and I need one right in here, but I'm going to go with one that's just a tad bit smaller, and that would be this size. Okay, and I think I'm going to go probably with about the same size in this flower. And then I've got one there, and those are going to have to be really small ones. So let's see. I'm going to go with this one right here. Perfect. And even smaller. Where did that one go? Okay, that little teeny one there. And another little teeny one there. And where else did I have? Was that it? I think that's it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop this under the light for 60 seconds, and then we're going to do this one. So you can see how fun this is, you guys. This is just a lot of fun to use your own creativity to just kind of make your own little patterns. And you know, it's so therapeutic, you guys. Okay, and then we've got that one. That one. This one needs quite a few. And I think on this one we're going to use some of our flowers and some of our, just the rhinestones. So we're going to mix it up a little bit on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I think this size is what I want right now, and that's going to go there and there, and that is a perfect size. And I need one more that size to go right there. And then I need smaller ones. These are teeny tiny flowers. Just making sure they're going in the right direction. And whoopsie. One right there. One there. Whoopsie. And one there. Okay, so on these it's not just the flowers, it's the little centers to the flowers as well. So we also have to dab a dot of resin in the middles, and that's going to stick. And we just want ever so little an amount. This is going to be hard. And let's get those are too big. Let's try some of these little copper balls here. And I'm putting them in my hand because if I put them on here, they're going to roll right off. And we don't want that to happen. Put that one there. And I need more of the bigger ones. And I just dropped like 3 of them. And they are gone forever. These are so tiny that if you drop them, they are definitely going to be gone forever. Never to be found. And these other balls are a little smaller, but I'm going to go ahead with the smaller one on that one because I don't want to risk losing more of these. And see if you get it in the wrong spot. Oh, I didn't put any resin on those yet. I don't know how I'm going to do with these teeny tiny ones, with getting them to stay where they belong. Okay, let's see if we can do this, girls and guys. Uh-oh, something fell. I'm not even going to look. Just having one that's not going to cooperate. Can you believe it? I got all of those in and now, oh, there we go. We got it. Yay. And I'm going to drop these back in their case before I lose them. Okay, so there's our little flowers up in the top there. That looks really, really pretty. And so now we're going to take and put rhinestones. Oh, there's more of our balls that didn't go in. Okay, there we go. We're going to take some of our other rhinestones and we're going to put them in these other spots here. So let's get some of these that are sort of, they're small rhinestones, but big enough that I can actually get a hold of to knock them in there. That one went in, but it went in upside down. I couldn't see it, so I thought it had fallen out. Yeah, this is probably the hardest part about doing these, you guys, is you got to be very patient with getting all of your rhinestones and things in place because they are so tiny and so easy to just drop, like I just did that one. But at least I didn't drop it in the resin. There we go. And we need one more. And this one's going to go right here. Yeah, so I've got to go to work tonight, you guys. I work 7 to 11:30 tonight, so yay me. So after I get done with this, I am going to relax for the rest of my day. Okay, so we've got that one ready, and we are going to pop it under the lamp. And I can pull my other one out. Right there, and it looks gorgeous. And where did I put my little envelope? I want to put these rhinestones back in their house. And this is not easy, especially picking them off of my mat, because they're sticking to it. And this could take days. They don't just, you can't just sweep these up in one neat little space and get them all to go in quickly. Not that easy. But these are so tiny. These little rhinestones, some of them are so tiny. They're all different sizes. But some of them are so tiny, it's almost like a grain of sand. But sometimes you do need those teeny tiny ones for certain things. And you're happy you have them. And I have used a ton of the tiny ones recently. Now I'm going to have to use them before my eyesight goes, you guys. Right? Because I don't know how much longer I'm going to have great eyes. Okay, and there is that one. I need to very quickly pop that back under the light and get the back side a little bit better cured. Okay, so there we go, you guys. These came out super pretty, and now I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with them, what I'm going to put them on, if I'm going to do purse charms or necklaces or what have you. I know I still have some chains, and I know I've got these for my purse charms, so I've got these that I can use, and I've got all kinds of stuff that I can put these together with. But I just wanted to do this for you guys today and show you, you know, some of the great things you can do with a bezel and some resin and just some images of whatever you've got laying around your stash pile, and make something gorgeous. So come on, you guys, come with me and make something gorgeous. I know you guys can do it. Get yourself some resin and some little bits and pieces. I mean, I'm sure some of you have bezels and things laying around in your stash piles that you could play around with and do something fun with. And so this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. So I thank you for watching, you guys. Thanks so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Stay safe, stay well. Be safe out there. Love your family. Tell them you love them every day if you can. Hug and kiss them. They matter, and you matter too. You're amazing. Thanks a lot, you guys. God bless. Bye-bye.